Hello, I'm Greta Villigran, and I'm the CEO and founder of Pinary. We are experts in SAP GTS and focus solely on SAP GTS implementations. I am joined with Linda McKee from SAP, and I will pass it on to Linda.
Hi, Greta. Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone for joining. Again, my name is Linda McKee. I am the solution manager for our Global Trade Services solution, and look forward to this discussion today. Why don't we go ahead and move forward? So I just wanted to give those of you who may not be as familiar with GTS or may know GTS, but only certain specific areas. But we do have a very broad capability and a lot of deep capabilities. Today, we're focused in the restricted party screening, or as we call it, sanctioned party list screening within the solution. But we also support both export and import management from that compliance perspective, where you may need to assign or at least check for licenses, assure you have the appropriate classification on your products, and then also the customs process in terms of creating all the forms necessary to clear your goods movements across borders, as well as those filings with customs, either doing that directly. And we do have certified interfaces with a number of countries between GTS and those government customs systems, as well as the ability to use your third-party brokers. Those who may do that on your behalf in those countries where you may not have the resources to self-file, or you've made the decision that's a process that you really want your brokers to enable for you. So we fully support that from a GTS perspective. Another area is leveraging free trade agreements. We refer to that as preference processing in GTS, but sort of that three-step process of reaching out and getting those certificates of origin from your various vendors, then doing the determination of your goods qualification and whether or not your goods qualify under certain free trade agreement rules of origin, and then also the ability to issue certificates to your customers. And then there's a final area that we just refer to as special customs procedures. So things like looking for opportunities to minimize, or in some cases eliminate, duties or a lot of the fees associated with your cross-border movements, things like foreign trade zones in China, bonded warehousing, IPR, OPR in Europe, China processing trade, and then some other capabilities such as Intrastat in the EU. So GTS really does have a broad scope of capabilities, but today we really want to focus on this restricted party screening. I'm excited that Greta's company, Pinary, has really found a way to enable customers to really make full advantage of that capability. Thank you. So looking at some of the GTS capabilities in the screening space, so what Greta is going to share with you is really leveraging some of the standard capabilities within SAP Global Trade Services. So that restricted party screening, looking for those sanctioned parties, making sure you're not shipping to or buying from entities or people that you should not be doing business with. And then also leveraging some of the export capabilities, checking for things like embargoes and those export license requirements, and being able to execute and look at checks in real time. And when you're talking about software downloads, obviously there's a time factor involved in that your customers or your internal people who are trying to download software really do need sort of immediate visibility and real-time checking of whether or not those downloads should take place. So it's really exciting to see Greta able to leverage some of our standard capabilities and make those available to you as a GTS customer in a broader range of scenarios. So I think most of us think of using our screening for things like the shipment. So as you're physically moving goods across borders. So it's been very exciting to see this enablement of using GTS to support so many of you who have expanded your businesses or maybe have always allowed software downloads from your websites, and now you need to assure the same kind of compliance around those downloads that you have with your physical goods shipments. So with that, I'll turn it back to Greta and let her talk a bit more about Pinary and how they can help you with this software download process.
Thank you, Linda. Companies across the globe have been using SAP GTS to screen shipments for tangible goods. But in today's world, that is not enough. With the increase in technology and the expectation for real-time results, it is imperative to pay attention to software downloads. Since you're listening to this webinar, this topic must be important to you. Therefore, ask yourself these questions. Does your company provide customers with software downloads? Does your end customer allow its employees to download the software? And why is this question needed? Because most companies create the end customer, which is the legal entity, as a business partner in their system. But are the employees of that customer also created as a business partner? Most likely, no. And do you currently screen every software download against sanctioned parties, embargo, and license checks? If the answer to one of the questions is a yes, then your company needs this solution. We all know that technology is advancing fast and the demand for real-time service is increasing, but the regulations are still old. Companies are faced with challenges to comply with these archaic regulations while keeping up with the fast-growing technology. Some of the common pain points are: it is unrealistic to screen every software download manually against the compliance checks, hence risking non-compliance. It takes a long time to manually screen the downloads, which leads to customer dissatisfaction. There is a lack of clarity as to which regulations must be screened because the downloads can occur from anywhere in the world. Companies are faced with a dilemma. Customer satisfaction leads to good business, but non-compliance leads to high penalties. Is it possible to achieve both? Yes, Pinary has designed a solution. This new solution utilizes standard configuration of SAP GTS. And if currently you have GTS compliance implemented, there will be no impact to your existing configuration. No customization is needed. You will have access to audit trails of every software download. Most likely, you do not have individual employees of your end customer created as a business partner from the feeder system. That is not a problem. Individuals will be screened without enhancements. To summarize, the benefits of Pinary solution are real-time screening of every software download, minimize delays by automating the screening, significantly reduce the manual work, improve data visibility by having access to audit trails of every download, have a single platform for audits of tangible and non-tangible products. Single system of record will lead to enhanced analytics, global visibility of all transactions, including software downloads. Last but not least, increased ROI by leveraging full suite of GTS capabilities. Pinary has successfully implemented this new solution for customers in different industries. One of them is a leader in semiconductor, and the other is a manufacturer of the industrial machinery. This is a high-level flow of screening upon software download. A customer initiates the software download regardless of the platform you use to provide the software. Compliance checks will be performed real-time in SAP GTS. If all checks pass, an individual will be allowed to download the software. If not, the download will be blocked with a message. The blocks will be reviewed by the compliance team, and if released, a notification will be sent to the individual to download the software. The timing of the notification depends on each company's requirements. So, to learn more about Pinary service, you can contact me directly at greta@pinaryinc.com, or you can reach Stefan Rieder at the email provided on this slide. Thank you for listening, and with that, I will pass it on to Linda McKee.
Greta, thank you so much. And again, I'm very excited to see your ability to help customers use existing standard capabilities and really extend that across a broader range of use cases in their business. It really helps them take advantage of their investment in GTS. So thank you so much for today and for all the support Pinary has long given to our GTS customers. Very much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.